What's up, brother? How the hell have you been? I almost think that podcasting kind of makes you like a professional eavesdropper. It's kind of freaking weird when you think about it. Like, if you watch too many podcasts, you start reciting things. You start like recalling things that someone else said for, like, you start to view your own life through the lens of someone else is wisdom, or which is fine, but I don't think that the brain is just this data collector. The brain is a problem solver. Like, the brain is like, why do we even have all this consciousness? Isn't it to help you like kind of navigate through life and to tell stories with other humans so that your tribe can function and you can become stronger and not die? Isn't that kind of what consciousness is? So if I'm always listening to the stories told around another man's bonfire, such as a podcast, and I'm just eavesdropping, and I'm always looking, I'm always hearing, I'm just sort of collecting. What the hell am I doing? So it's kind of weird. I really believe that too many podcasts, too much music, too many videos, too many books is almost corrupts the genius of the individual. Because you have your own ways of interpreting the world, and you have your own problems to solve that require a unique solution. They require you and your brain, only that, like no one else. Because no one else can tell you how to live and to thrive. No one else knows what really makes you tick. So when you start applying everyone else's advice, it can get pretty freaking weird. You start to lose a grasp of who you even are. I think, and maybe this sounds weird to some people, but I've met a lot of young men, and I've seen myself almost become, I see how seductive it is to go into these like niche subjects. You read too much, you go down too many rabbit holes. There's a lot of other people that also agree with these sort of things, that you can put yourself in these weird places. But again, your life is a unique problem to be solved. Now, I really think that like life, if you just become a problem solver and not a collector of platitudes and wisdom, and you actually go and solve problems in your own life for other people, your life will be way better. My car was broken down yesterday morning. I'm like, oh, this sucks. This is a problem that I must solve. Very simple problem that I know how to solve. I get jumper cables and I jump it. And I did it. Now I have a car that runs and I can go. All of life is like this. If a girl doesn't text you back, that's a problem you need to solve. Well, maybe you can't solve that problem because she just doesn't like you. I mean, it's simple. Maybe she doesn't like you. Simple. Or maybe you need to be real with yourself, and instead of leaning on the red pill and what this guy said and that guy said, you need to say to yourself, God, dude, I over texted. I extinguished too quick. I was horny and I texted way too much too soon. Maybe I wasn't being real. Maybe I just wasn't being real. Like, only you know that though. No one else knows that, dude. So you start to develop a different touch. You get a feel for things. You get sharp. You get that mental acuity. You get savvy to the way that things are going. Holy shit, it's awesome. It's really awesome when you start to lean on your own understanding, your own wisdom of things, rather than everyone else's idea of things. That's why I really tried to make these videos more of like a conversation. Something that when I talk to you, I'm also talking and thinking myself, but maybe you think it lets you think about something, like, and especially in the group, man, like I've seen what conversation, the power of conversing does for men. And I think you need it. Too much alone time is no good, dude, because you start to get stuck in your head. And another thing I've realized is there's a lot of niceness. Like, it's almost like men have become too nice. But being a nice guy is really just like, I think, being afraid to be figured out. That you're a fraud, that you don't actually have a strong foundation, that there's not a lot there. And so the ego presents this facade of niceness, okay? And you're real passionate about all your, these little niche topics and these insane diets and all, just anything, dude. Your political beliefs, everything. It gets like really, really passionate about all these things. And then it presents this sort of niceness to the world in order for you not to have to face confrontation. Because confrontation would mean that maybe some holes would be poked. But here's the thing. I've realized that men, this was hard for me growing up because I was raised Christian and I was a nice guy. I really was nice. Overly nice. I realized that, but then I took a honest look at myself. I'm like, why am I so nice? Why am I trying to, and I realized it was to avoid confrontation. Now, I do think there needs to be a level of kindness, benevolence. I want the best for other people. But I'm also know that I know that other people don't always want the best for you. I know that other people may also know something that I don't. I also think that you miss out on developing trust, because here's the thing. Whether it be a woman or a man, when men shit test you, when women shit test you, all that is really a trust test. And I've seen this so many times, dude. I don't think guys are good at building trust. That's really what it boils down to, is like a lot of guys aren't good at building trust these days because they're so used to being alone that they shy away from confrontation, and they are running away from this key part of a man's life, that he needs to go into confrontation. He needs to develop trust amongst other members. But when you get butthurt and you get emotional about things, the guys that are already a part of a certain group, whether that be online, whether that be in the dojo, in the wherever, you're not going to be accepted because you can't be trusted, because you got emotional. Someone that really believes in something, someone that has a solid foundation, will often be able to use humor and to be able to laugh things off. And not to do it out of desperation, but there's a calmness. There's an understanding of other people's psychology, of human nature. And when you are heated and you're hothead and you get angry quick, when you're quick to anger and quick to get offended, there's a lack of, almost like, it's showing a lack of development and character. That's really what it is. And so other men who are out there actually living in the real world and they got skin in the game, they're not just living in a world in their head, cooped up in their rooms, reading stuff online, theorizing all the time. When other guys hear that, they're like, dude, you've become weird. You become a dork. You've allowed yourself to become a dork. And that's the biggest reason you need to be okay with confrontation. Okay? Because you are a testosterone-filled bag of bones. And you're not agreeable all the time. You're not super nice. You freaking, you're a killer, man. There's a killer inside of you. You used to be a freaking hunter. You would have to be. Or you could be the town simp. And you know the fate of the town simp. But it ain't looking good if you choose to be that guy. And to be the clergyman just cooped up in his little tower, jerking off to other men's thoughts. So come down from the ivory tower, get into the freaking ring, baby. Get into the freaking arena, and let's go. There's a party down here, but you gotta prove your worth. This is the proving ground. So just don't get all emotional. I really think that all of the emotions that so many men feel these days, if you were just to have a bird's eye view of how you feel now, you would realize none of this shit carries on for like a week, a month, into the future. Your suffering now is usually caused from your inability to see into the future. And to realize that the future is coming for you. It's coming. And things change as time passes. So all the suffering, the girl not texting you back, the friend group leaving you, anything you think of, the people worried about this and that. Oh, 2024 is the end of things. Dude, we survived dinosaurs. There was dinosaurs walking around and we somehow made it out and they're dead. Dude, if we are a race, the human race thrives, baby. We adapt. We're going to handle this shit, dude. Drop a nuke on us, Kim Jong-un. I'm ready. Drop it. Fuck. I'm coming back. If it happens, it happens. So be it. Everyone wants to be stoic until it's actually time to be stoic. Okay? There's a fascination with stoicism. Dude, stop repeating all the stoic quotes. Stop trying to be stoic. Let life make you stoic, because your parents are going to die. If you live in, I'm in Illinois, dude. This is some freaking cold ass weather. I think there's a cicada swarm that's going to come. Come at me, cicadas. Life will make you stoic. You're going to go through some shit. But, again, your brain's meant to solve that shit. It's meant to solve problems. And the more time you can spend thinking about your own problems and how to approach them, and maybe taking the wisdom from others, sure, here and there, but dude, you got your own problems to freaking solve. So let's go. Time to get strong. Time to get healthy. Time to have that vehicle, to have the mind that can do it. So that's really that. I think I'll end it here. Just keep it high, Thumos, all right? Keep it high, Thumos. You're going to need the Thumos, baby. You're going to need the freaking Thumos. By the way, we got a new transformation challenge coming up. Sometime, I'm not sure if I want to make it the 1st of February or February 10th. Probably February 10th. I'm just going to announce that now. This is our summer transformation challenge, getting ready for summer. All right? So if you want to join that, you want to join early, get in there. And I'll see you guys in there. Let's talk soon. Peace.